Fred Waithaka, and I'm the Chief Corporate Affairs Officer at Safaricom. Safaricom is a company that operates in Kenya and Ethiopia, and we provide mobile and financial services to customers across the two countries. I'm excited to be joining the board at ACGC. Looking forward to be able to participate with counsel across the continent, to share experiences, to hear from other counsels as well, to share from my own experience as a counsel operating in Kenya, and as a counsel that has been able to move across various fields, from private practice and into the in-house space, and particularly in the telecom space, where I have been for over 14 years. So the opportunity then to join this board is something that I have been thought through, got very excited about, and I look forward to engaging with you all. So who is Fred beyond the office? I love movies. I love traveling, and I love reading books. So I'm not just the guy who says I'm waiting for the movie based on the book. In terms of my travel, I enjoy traveling both locally and internationally. And for me, international also speaks to Africa, not just the West. And I'm glad that my job allows me to view our continent in different ways, and not just as part of my professional life, but also to get the opportunity after various work visits to also go back and experience various countries from a more personal perspective. And for me, that is very important, because I do feel Africa has a lot to offer. And it's also the continent that I want to share with my children as well. So whenever the opportunity permits, I do try to travel with my kids, so that then they can be able to start seeing this beautiful continent of ours in a different perspective, and they can grow up with an understanding that Africa has a lot more to offer. They'll get to have a better understanding of the various cultures, and of course, the beauty that is our wonderful continent. Okay. So for me, ACGC is a welcome forum. I think, speaking from the Kenyan context first, as in-house counsels, we have not had a forum that allows us to come together to share from our collective corporate experience. So ACGC allows us to leapfrog, and yet provide us with an even greater opportunity of not just coming together as Kenyan Council, but coming together as Africa Council. I think this may sound cliche to some, but about the whole aspect of Africa rising, but it is a reality. The future is ours, and as councils, we do need to be able to spend the time to understand the opportunities that are available to us as professionals. How do we start expanding our capabilities? Also to understand the evolving nature of our various operating environments, because that allows us, one, to be able to reflect and understand how do we better prepare the organizations for which we operate for this future. And then two, it also provides an understanding of opportunity, both for the various individual councils, but also for the organizations that they represent. So for me, ACGC provides that beautiful melting pot where we come together to share our experiences, come together to be able to reach out and provide guidance. And for example, I've seen in the various WhatsApp groups that we have, where councils are able to reach out and say, hey, where can I get support from a council in this country? Or B, is an issue that I am dealing with, who can support? And I think that's a wonderful opportunity just to see that coming together, and councils from across this wonderful continent being able to work together to help each other. Participating in ACGC means exactly that I need to participate. So I need to make myself available, whether in person or through virtual forums. For example, this very call that we're having right now. And then being able also to raise my hand when a council, for example, asks for support in an area that I have capability in. Then I will be able to provide that assistance and support. I will also do my best to attend the various gatherings that we will be putting together as part of the forum, again to network, and to build also my understanding, and also to again to repeat what I said earlier, to share from my own experience. I also look forward to supporting the ACGC management by being able to be a sounding board to them, and then also to learn from my other board members, so that then we're able to take our organization to even greater heights. I think for me, the first challenge is for in-house counsels to see themselves beyond the LLB. Okay? For many counsels, the implication of their role is that they tend to restrict themselves to their titles. I am legal counsel, I am general counsel, I am legal officer, or whatever title it may be, but all nexus to the legal profession. We need to see ourselves as advisors to the business. So that's an important freeing up, as it were, for counsels. Why is that important? One, the moment you start freeing yourself from your title, you start a process of learning. You start engaging within your larger organization, and then being able to truly embed yourself as a trusted advisor within the organization. That also allows you to stretch your capabilities, allowing you then to see opportunities that would allow you to move from your current role into other opportunities within the business, which give you growth. So that's important. Second, the other challenge is for counsels to also free themselves beyond their jurisdiction of service. What do I mean? I appreciate that we are counsels from across Africa. I appreciate the various rules that govern how we operate within our respective functions, but we need to open up our minds such that then I can see and look for opportunities beyond the borders. And as I mentioned to you, as counsel, you have various skills and assets and that you can be able to move across to other roles. So when you open up your mind and train yourself to look beyond your borders, that will allow you then to stretch your capabilities, and then it will allow us to truly be able then to bring, for example, some of the creators of the FCTA have been trying to do for a long time, to open up our borders, to allow our African brothers and sisters to move across, so that then you're able to imbue your experiences from one market into another. Okay. Then the other challenge that we all need to deal with is that we need to open our minds to evolution. What do I mean? Technology is evolving. How does that impact how we provide services? How does that impact how we look at our role within our organizations and in the larger environment in which we operate? Policy is evolving. How are we participating in that evolution so that then the policy environment does not end up negatively impacting our roles or the organizations that we are working for without having gone through our participation in that process or journey. So those are some of the elements I would add to that response. ACGC allows us to come together through thought and through participation to be able to look for opportunities, to be able to identify risks, and then to be able to build each other up. And it is only through that coming together, that sharpening, that we are able then to evolve ourselves as professionals, and then to be also to further bring our continent together. So I am excited by the potential of GC. We are still at a nascent stage, but you've seen from the various forums that we've been able to put together over the past couple of years that we've been able to have some very thought-provoking issues. We've had great participation, and then just been able to hear from our brothers and sisters across various fields and various countries has just added to that conversation. So I'm very excited by the potential for ACGC. I look forward to seeing it grow. I look forward to seeing it create even various local chapters, and look forward to seeing our members also embed themselves and imbue themselves within their various professional organizations across their various countries, so that our voice can get louder. For me, it is just to proclaim my excitement that we finally have a platform that speaks for legal professionals in the Africa space, and in particular in-house counsels whether they be from government or from the private sector or civil society, coming together to share our thoughts, coming together to network, coming together to help each other grow. I think it's something that really excites me. And I am calling to all councils who may be listening to this interview, who are not yet members of ACGC, to do so. And you can get this information from our website, where you can be able to join as an individual, join as a corporate, so that we can be able to come together and sharpen each other, come together and start making our continent a bridge across the various jurisdictions. And so once more, on my part, is to thank the founders of ACGC. From their vision, we have been able to see that seed grow. It started as a mustard seed, and yet look how far that we have come. So I'm excited for the role that I'm going to continue playing, and I look forward to seeing you join me and other councils as we move forward.